You know how they say that buying fabric and using it are two totally different hobbies? Yeah. There's also a thing called the container rule, which means that if you fill a container with fabric, you don't buy another container to fit more fabric. You're supposed to stop buying fabric and, you know, use what you have instead of buying more fabric. So, just for context, my sewing journey started by bag making, and at the same time that I was researching where to get fabric and all that stuff, I found all the custom fabric shops, and I felt like I needed to have all the fabric that was available. So I kind of lost it a little bit, and it was just because I wanted to have a variety for my customers because I make custom bags. And I wanted to make sure I had something for every theme that I could find. So it got out of hand very quickly, and I am completely to blame for that. What I have behind me is my personal stash, which is a Billy bookcase from IKEA that is filled to the brim with fabric. And I also have some containers with personal fabric as well. For the fabric that I use for my business, I have two filing cabinets. In those filing cabinets, I have a system in which I organize the fabric that is from custom fabric shops, and I also organize the fabric that I can find at like Joann or Michael's or any other fabric shops. And I will show that to you now so that you can see my obsession with fabric. As I mentioned, here is my Billy bookcase, which is filled with my personal stash of fabrics. Right next to the Billy bookcase is what has made me realize that I have too much fabric. So these are bed sheets that I fell in love with. They're from Walmart, I believe. And these are bed sheets as well. These are from Target. But I had some ideas when I saw some cami dresses, and I wanted to try to recreate that. And because I have two little ones, I also wanted to make some cute clothes for them with these cute prints. In the bottom container that I have my flannel fabric, and I also have some stretchy fabric in there because I have no other place to put it. And in this container, I have stretch velvet and I have some other stretchy prints, but I also have clothes that I want to upcycle. Those clothes used to belong to my mom, and I want to make something special with them, and I'm still trying to figure out what that'll be, but I'll figure it out as we go. These are the latest fabrics that I got, and they are the ones that made me realize that I have just way too much fabric and I need to do something with it. These are the filing cabinets that I use to store my business related fabric. And on top of here, I have some flannel lined with Sherpa, which I wanted to make a jacket for my daughters and for myself, so haven't really gotten around to that just yet, as you can see. In this cabinet is where I keep the fabric that is easily found in Joann or in other major retailer stores, but this is how I store it. Every drawer looks like this. I kid you not. Every drawer is packed just like this. But the reason that I like doing it this way is because I can easily see the fabrics that I have. It's kind of like a filing system for my fabrics, and also it keeps the fabrics from being in the sun and it keeps them dust free as well. So I just really like this system. This is the other drawer up from there. I also try to categorize as best as I can. Here are my character fabrics and my solids. And up here I keep my seasonal fabrics along with my Halloween and like horror themed fabrics. Onto the custom shelf. Here I have my gaming fabric and other designs. I also have some, I think this is Minky is what it's called. Yes, this is Minky. Here's the other drawer, which I have a bunch of random stuff in here. Here's the second drawer. And here's the top drawer. As I mentioned in the beginning, my journey started as a bag maker, so I have a lot of vinyl as well, and this is how I store most of it. For the vinyl that I couldn't fit, I have it in the cube system from IKEA as well. My goal for this year is to not buy fabric unless it's a custom order that requires fabric that I don't have. And I also want to challenge myself to make more clothes, just because I want to step away from fast fashion and I want to challenge myself to create pieces that will last a little bit longer and pieces that express a little bit more of who I am. And also I just want to have fun with it. I've grown tired of hoarding my fabric and just not using it, because sometimes I buy fabric and I have these grand plans of what I'm going to do with it, and then I receive the fabric and I'm scared of cutting it because it's so pretty and I don't want to ruin it. But I figured that sewing is also a way of challenging yourself to just create new things and just learn as you go. Also embracing the fact that not everything has to be perfect. You just have to get things done. You just have to do it and not be so scared. Another one of my goals for this year is to create more content in my channel, so I hope that will also inspire me to create new pieces that I can share with all of you. And I hope it inspires you to do the same, to just start sewing and not be too scared of using our beautiful fabric. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.